All of these guys are worth over $40 billion. What do they all have in common? Today in the vlog, I want to talk about something that is close to my heart, and that is ADD, ADHD, and dyslexia.
Describe the diagnosis of ADHD as
sometimes feel overwhelmed, like life is moving.
Pattern of inattention.
1 in 5 people. The misfits. The rebels.
Simply can't keep up.
Often fidget a lot.
Glorify or vilify them. The mild dyslexia.
Do you get distracted easily?
Feel really restless.
And have trouble focusing. For some, this is just everyday manageable stress.
Because they change things.
Stress, but for others, it can signal.
About the only thing you can't do is ignore them.
I was held back in kindergarten. I know I was held back in 2nd grade because I remember that. And then I saw every tutor and specialist I could as a kid, trying to figure out if I was dumb or not. I mean, back in the day, you know, they were like, you have a learning disability and we don't know what it is, but you're slow. And I'm like, okay.
The brains of those with dyslexia rely more on the right hemisphere and frontal lobe than the brains of those without it.
What I did was I said, okay, I'm going to concentrate on my strengths. As a kid, to be branded in that way sucked. You've got a learning disability, and we're gonna, whoa, I almost ran into somebody. Being challenged in a way that says you're dyslexic, you got a learning disability, or back then you just have a learning disability, and I hated it being branded like that as a kid. When I wanted to go play after school, I had to go to tutors at school, I had to go see special. You know, it was hard. Reading and math and short-term, long-term memory, audio-visual memory, perception of numbers and letters were pretty challenging to me. I didn't find that out until my short stint in college. University of Colorado said that I would never be able to perform at a university level. Sure, I learned different. Let's be clear, I took a $17,000 loan and turned it into a global company. I'm not short on creativity or being able to build business. I just do it in a different way. I go to the practical applications of life, and I go to the needs, not the wants. I look at things differently. So for a kid, I think that what we need to do is, if they have ADD, ADHD, if they have dyslexia, let's not call it a disability or a condition. It's just a difference. It's a different way of thinking. And
because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
If you look at a lot of the leaders in this country, a lot of them had dyslexia, a lot of them...
Also, Muhammad Ali, Whoopi Goldberg, Steven Spielberg, and Cher clearly have every capacity to be brilliant and successful in life.
My point is that I just hope that we can look at things differently and say, ADD, ADHD, dyslexia, these learning quote-unquote disabilities are not disabilities at all. It's just a different way of thinking. You process things differently, but you're more creative than you are process-driven. And what was my passion point that turned Trigger Point into this global success? It was because I put passion before process. When you think about being a passionate person in this world and wanting to turn those passions into profits, if you are ADD, ADHD, dyslexic, whatever the case may be, just stop and realize you're going to have to strengthen your weaknesses and really push your strengths in order to change this world or do whatever it is that you want to do in life. Don't let anybody hold you back. I didn't let anybody hold me back. And in the end, I'm the best me possible, and I feel pretty good about that. So, something to think about. Live it, love it, be it.